Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Perfect. Give me my hat.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
You. Oh, my God. I got to put a hat on, bro. What is going on here? I look like a punk rocker in the 90s. Run it back, nation. What is good? It is your boy, DJ Eastwood. Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys. Never, ever had an intro. You know what it is. Hit the like button. Give me 500 likes on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your notification bell on. Let's get down to business, okay? The content's about to be ramped up. The 76ers content is about to be ramped up as we get closer to preseason, which starts on my birthday, October 3rd. And then the first regular season game, which is October 26th. So I think the entire month of October, we are going to be pumping out content like you've never seen before in your life. I think the daily live shows are coming back, all those types of things. All right, so stay tuned. So yesterday, shout out to the Birds, 3-0, go Birds. Yesterday, ESPN did a mock trade that lands Damian Lillard in Philly and James Harden in LA. Now, look, again, I've been predicting that both of these things get resolved in the same trade. James Harden wants out of Philly. Damian Lillard wants out of Portland. It just makes the most sense for both of these things to get done in the same trade because there's not really many outcomes for each player. Dame says he only wants to play in Miami. James says he wants to play for the Clippers. Both teams know that player doesn't want to be there. They know they're going to trade that player. They just want to get the most in return they could possibly get. So I've been thinking for a while, both of these things are probably going to get done in the same trade. Also, we're going to talk about whether or not the Sixers should extend De'Anthony Melton. We are going to talk about that. So here's ESPN's mock trade. Just let me look at it, give you my thoughts on it. You give me your thoughts on it. Let's find it. There it is. Okay, here it is. A little bigger. Let's do this. Let's crop this out here. Behind the scenes with your boy. How to work OBS. All right, here we go. Want to let y'all know that the brand new Run It Back Philly shop merch is up. RunItBackPhillyShop.com. The brand new Trust Issues design. And this represents all of us, ladies and gentlemen, that have trusted the process and have been left with nothing but trust issues. I personally think the cream color is absolutely fire. And we threw it on some hoodies also. You know what I mean? It's hoodie season. Link is in the description. Here's ESPN's trade idea that was floating around yesterday. The 76ers get Damian Lillard. And again, Dame said he wants to play in Miami. He said he only wants to play in Miami. Like I said the other day, maybe if he has conversations with Joel, maybe he could change his mind and he could decide he wants to come to Philly. But it's probably not realistic at all because Dame is looking at rosters and he's saying, I think I can win with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. He probably thinks that's the best fit because there's not really a ball-dominant point guard over there. He probably looks at Philly and says, you know, do me and Tyrese Maxey work together? Doesn't make much sense. Either way, ESPN throws out the trade idea. You let me know in the comments, would you do, if Dame was down to come to Philly, would you do this? 76ers get Damian Lillard, Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, Robert Covington. So you get the return of the process legend, Robert Covington, who I was Never very high on. I think he's one of the worst basketball players I've ever watched play. Yeah, good length, good defender, very good one-on-one defender. But offensively, I hated watching the guy play. He's 6'9" and can't make a fast break layup. Why do we always get these guys that are 6'8" and just ridiculously unathletic? Anyway, you get Robert Covington coming back to Philly. Terrence Mann and Norman Powell. The Sixers get Damian Lillard, Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, Robert Covington. The Blazers get Furkan Korkmaz, Tyrese Maxey, Jaden Springer, Nicholas Batum, Amir Coffey, Marcus Morris Sr., Clippers 2028 first round pick, Clippers 2030 first round pick, and the Clippers get James Harden and Tobias Harris. This trade favors, I mean, we're giving up Tyrese Maxey, and I'm not doing that. Y'all already know I'm not doing that. I'm not trading Tyrese Maxey. I wouldn't trade Tyrese Maxey for Taylor Swift. I wouldn't trade Tyrese Maxey for Megan Thee Stallion. Maybe I would. That's a close one, okay? I'm not trading Tyrese Maxey. You already know that. But even with Tyrese Maxey being traded in this trade only favors the Sixers. Who wrote this? Who at ESPN wrote this trade? So the Clippers are already reluctant to give up Terrence Mann. We don't even know if they want to trade Norman Powell. The trade that I said the other day that made the most sense for the Sixers to get James Harden in LA was Norman Powell and a first-round pick. You're telling me the Clippers are giving up Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, Robert Covington, and 2 first-round picks to land James Harden and Tobias Harris? Come on, bro. Come on. Let's be serious here. Also, look at what the Blazers get. A bunch of nothing. Tyrese Maxey, yes. Tyrese Maxey's not yet a proven all-star. Now, the Blazers, being as young as they are looking at a rebuild. They want to speed up the rebuild process. You know, Tyrese Maxey's a good piece to speed up the rebuild process. Somebody that could become a NBA All-Star, and I think he will become an NBA All-Star. But you look at maybe the redundancy with Scoot Henderson there. Who the wants Furkan Korkmaz at all for free, let alone the $5 million that he's owed yet? Jaden Springer's a project. There's no way the Blazers take this trade. There's no way the Blazers take this trade. I don't know who at ESPN wrote this, but this is way worse than I thought it was. This is way worse than I thought it was. But let's say it's possible. Let's say this trade actually is a possibility. Would you do it? Here's what I'm saying. I would in a certain situation. I'm not trading Tyrese Maxey. You're not forcing me to trade Tyrese Maxey. It's not happening. So my answer is no. But if you held up to my head and said, you have to trade Tyrese Maxey, would you do this? Then yeah, obviously. I mean, you're getting Damian Lillard, Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, and pairing them up with Joel Embiid and trying to win a championship. Man. No. As close as I am to saying yes to this, I'm still saying no, because guess what? Joel Embiid gets hurt. You don't win a championship. Dame's 30 plus. You're in poverty for the next 10 years. I want Tyrese Maxey for the future. That's what I want. It ain't happening anyway. Now let's talk about De'Anthony Melton. De'Anthony Melton could earn nearly double his current earnings through his next contract extension after this season. Via Harrison Grimm, De'Anthony Melton, who averaged a career high in steals and minutes played, is entering a final year of his 4-year, $34.6 million contract. So he's at, a little over $8 million a year. We think that's nice and affordable for a guy like De'Anthony Melton. The question is, would you pay De'Anthony Melton double that, $16 million per year? And look, I would. And the reason I would is because, and y'all that watch all of my videos and listen to everything that I say, you already know the answer to this. De'Anthony Melton's a dog. De'Anthony Melton shows up to work every day. And he grinds. And he gives 110% when he's on the court every single possession. There's no other way a 6'2" guard could average 8 rebounds per 36 minutes. There's no other way a 6'2" guard could average 8 rebounds per 36 minutes without having the heart of a fucking lion. That's why you pay De'Anthony Melton. He's a 40% three-point shooter too. Yeah, at the end of that game 6, game 7, whichever game it was, he went 0 for 6 on some big-time shots. It is what it is, but he took the shots, didn't he? Guess who wasn't taking shots? PJ Tucker, who's getting $11 million at 40 years old. Yeah, you pay De'Anthony Melton. Absolutely, you pay De'Anthony Melton. And I need you guys to understand that $16 million for NBA players is not as much as it used to be. Jaylen Brown is out here getting $70 million in a couple seasons. 70. If Jaylen Brown, who can't even dribble the basketball with his left hand, who's not even the number 1 on his own team, is getting 70, I'll take De'Anthony Melton at 16. And guys like De'Anthony Melton are much more valuable than everybody wants to admit. De'Anthony Melton can be our Marcus Smart. Do you understand that? De'Anthony Melton can be our Marcus Smart. And the Celtics are going to fall flat on their face this year 100% because they traded the glue, the nucleus, the engine, Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis, who's already injured. De'Anthony Melton can be our Marcus Smart, and it's much more valuable than what shows up on the box score. He's 25 years old. Yes, you pay De'Anthony Melton. That's where I'm at with that. You give me your opinion on that topic also. And I'm out of here. Like, let's be honest. I'm excited for the season to start. There was no real reason for me to make this video, but thanks for being here anyway. Hit the like button, put something in the comments. Y'all are the best. We out here.